Right there, right on the beat drop. You guys saw that every time. All right. Hey, everybody. How are you? Welcome to another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast, where we go live to say what's up to the people of Miami. Happy Tuesday, Miami. I hope you guys had a great day. My day was good. I just got up from an amazing nap. What is it about naps that makes the day worth it? It makes me want to carry on. What's going on? Wadi Flip, Ira Fael, Bella Torres, Eduardo, HTK, HTKRW27. Sounds like a Star Wars droid. All right, everybody. So today I got a quick question for you. I am working on a new project. If you guys don't know, 2022 is the year that I want to start doing YouTube, right? So I'm getting some ideas for YouTube. I'm getting ideas on how to kind of understand the whole make a film, go out and make a film, upload, edit it, upload it on YouTube, and just see what the people think about that. So I'm going to go to Brickell first. I'm going to go around the Brickell area because that's where we do most of our comedy shows. It's kind of the area where we have the most history in. So Coco, Nicole, Jorel, let me ask you guys a question. What is it about the Brickell area? Do you like Brickell? Is Brickell an area that you enjoy partaking in? I used to feel safe in Doral. Okay, Doral I thought was the new Brickell. And I thought Brickell was going to be, overrun because there's too many people in those high rises, right? And there's a lot of traffic. Every time I make fun of Brickell, I always talk about how when I get stuck in traffic, especially in the Brickell Ave area, and I just try to like go from one block to the next to make a right, it takes me 30 minutes because of how slow that main street is. Every time I have a meeting in Brickell, I always tell them that I'm going to be an hour late just because of that one avenue, which is Brickell Ave. What up, Chris? So, do you guys like Brickell? I like it. I like doing the shows there. I like the bars there. That's one thing I do like. I like the bars. I like the places we work at. I like the people that go to Brickell, right? I like the fact that there's a lot of wealthy women in Brickell. A lot of rich women in Brickell, man. I think the women are richer in Brickell than they are with from males. I think if you looked at the salary divide, you know how they say women get paid less? I don't think so in Brickell. I've seen some very high-end women in Brickell. Let me tell you, man. They look better than the guys. They dress better than the guys. They have better cars than the guys. I've seen you over at the Marion. Is it the Marion? I've seen you, ladies. Marion Brickell? Yeah, the Marion. I've seen you dining. Well, I've seen you whining and dining and dancing and hanging outside, getting your valet with no man around. Valet pulling up with a fancy car. And there's a group of women outside Marriott just waiting. And I'm like, these ladies are making it. Look at this. Dressed up to the nines. No man around, and they're pulling up with a Lexus and BMW. And sometimes, it's surprising to see. Riza says they are crazy there. Chris suggests Metro Mover and walk, never drive. Yeah, I don't know about the Metro Mover, man. I've never really seen any Miamian use the Metro Mover. I actually think the Metro Mover is just like decorations. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, because I do a show right across the street from the Metro Mover, and all I hear is ding, ding, ding when they do the door opening. Never see anyone walk out of that thing. I don't know anyone that uses that thing. Why would anyone get on the Metro Mover? It only goes from downtown to Brickell. It doesn't go anywhere. You might as well just take an Uber wherever you're going. Chris says Cougar Central. And you know what, Chris? You're very right about that. And that's probably where my theory of very successful women living in Brickell. Brickell just attracts cougars, man. It's very true. There's something about the women in Brickell that are just very high end, very high up there on the ranking system. Most of them are 10s. Right, even the ones that aren't like dime pieces, they still look good for whatever number they are, and they got money, man. I used to hang out with a girl in Brickell, a couple actually, not to brag, and their parents took care of them. There was a girl that I saw over in Brickell, and she lived on a beautiful high rise in one of the new buildings, loaded, right? I think she was from Bangladesh. I forget. Brian Soule, you're not funny. Oh, here we go. I can't help. All right, here we go. Let's give some attention over here to Brian. I can help you with your jokes if you need a writer. Oh, so you read my blog, so you're a fan. Because I just so happen to write about that. All right, Brian T. Soule. Well, thanks for your feedback. But you're just one guy on my live stream watching me do comedy. So you going out of your way to say such a thing is somewhat flattering. So thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, buddy. But there you go. Bam. And just like that. I don't know why these trolls come on here. You know, when I read something like Brian's comments, all I hear is, you're doing a fantastic job. I follow everything you do. And I'm on here to let you know that I'm very envious of you. That's all I heard. I don't know about you, but that's what I hear when these things happen. Oh, man. Chris, what's up, man? It connects mics to Mama Tried to Better Days to Red Bar. Metro Mover can be used for local good. I don't think so, man. Something about the Metro Mover that, number one, there was like some viral video of someone getting attacked on the Metro Mover, which is already like, that's it, you're done. Like one main attack kind of ruined the entire public transportation system for Miami. The Mike Salvi says he's trying to get a guest spot. And you know what, Mike? As envious and egotistical as comedians are, you might be onto something. Manny, you built up the comedy scene in Miami, and I hate you for it. That's the vibe I get sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Mike, you get it. Thanks for joining the chat, by the way, Mike. Cindy, welcome. Yeah, I know. Beats me. Hey, look who's back. What up, Barbie? G rolled 18. Welcome. Joshua, Cindy Beatrice, and Rick E. All right, so let's get back to the. Welcome back, Juicy Fruits by the Sun. You can. All right, so we're talking about Brickell, what you like about Brickell, and you know what? If you don't like something about Brickell, go ahead and put it on the chat. You can't let the bath salts crazy win. Nothing beats the Metro Mover after a heat win. Chris, you are a true Miamian because I've been accidentally going down in front of the FTX arena after a big heat game, and let me tell you that is by far one of the worst traffic jams that I've ever experienced in my entire life. All right? If I don't follow sports like that, right? I hate when I get stuck in something that I wasn't anticipating, especially when it comes to traffic. I was not planning to be stuck in traffic for an hour and a half because the heat win. Okay? I was not expecting that at all. And Mike over here says, well, you should have taken the Metro Movers. Like, first of all, I didn't expect it. But if I did, next time I know, I will take the Metro Mover. Juicy Fruits by the Sun says, I like sugar daddies in Brickell. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. The fact that she said just kidding 3 times, it's odd. Okay? It's questionable. If you like sugar daddies, Juicy Fruits, just admit it. It's okay. It's Miami. This is a very sex worker friendly show. I understand that Miami is a very expensive city. All right, you guys got the upper hand. Do what you got to do. I think at some point, one way or another, especially, you know, in Brickell, although I've met a lot of successful women in Brickell, pretty sure there's also some that are there that are, you know, getting some sugar daddy to pay for their rent. I've seen it. Did you guys know that there are sugar daddies that pay for the expenses of a woman, of an attractive woman, and they don't have to have sex with them? Did you guys know about this? I learned about this as well. Apparently, there's some people out there that will actually take care of you just because you're an attractive woman. That's crazy to me. That is insane, and that's awesome. So Juicy Fruits, more power to you. Chris says she's not kidding. Oh, yes, go to Moxie's. What's Moxie's? I've heard of Moxie's. Moxie's Miami. Where is that? Moxie's Miami restaurant. Located near the city of Mary Brickell Village. Moxie's Miami's open for dining on our patio. Yeah. Yeah, you know, outdoors, high-end restaurants is a fantastic place to meet sugar daddies. Because, you know, they got to get fresh air. You know what I mean? Going out and staying in the fresh air is just one step below a respirator. So, so they're on their way. They're called jerk-offs. All right. I don't know which one you're referring to. F the majority. What's up? Valentino. Vikes. Moxie's is like one of those restaurants from the Hallmark movies. Okay, I got to check it out. I think I've heard of Moxie's, although I've never been there. Yeah, so that's one thing I also like about Brickell. Great restaurants, from Komodo to Dom's, which will be there tonight. Dom's Brickell, 9 o'clock comedy show. If you guys want to dine and drink, make sure you swing by tonight. All right, we got some fun there. Sugar, Brickell is fun. Even like the chain restaurants like Batch, they deliver. They have mom and pop restaurants. They have chain restaurants. They have fancy restaurants. They have a noodle bar on the side. That's another thing that's great about Brickell. Lots of variety. One thing I dislike about Brickell, you guys ever seen the Star Wars movies when they go into Tatooine, the desert area, and it's like really crowded, like just people walking, and you can't get past it? That's what Brickell feels like sometimes. I just can't get past all those scooter drivers. Oh yeah, that's it right there. That's one thing I really dislike about Brickell. Way too many people in scooters. They're too comfortable in scooters. And you know what the worst thing is about these scooter drivers? They give you road rage. If you're in a scooter, man, you cannot be giving road rage. I got the upper hand. All right, I got a 4-wheel vehicle that weighs 5 times more than your scooter does. You're in danger, my friend. Don't yell at me. These guys are out here yelling, and you don't got to wear helmets in Florida, and they're yelling at you without a helmet on. It's like, dude, you could be subject to a very dangerous situation if somebody with higher road rage than you, and you're yelling at them with your 2-wheeled 15-pound scooter. Be careful. All right. Vike says parking is a nightmare. What's up, Miss Sabrina Ramos, Steph Smith, Adam Bell, Amit, Marlon. All right, so Vike says parking is a nightmare. Here's the trick. And for those that are watching, you guys are in for a really good surprise here. Maybe I'll jinx it after this, but who cares? I never paid for parking in Brickell. Okay? And you know why? Because by the time you get caught, it makes and you get like a $35, $37 parking ticket. It makes up for all the days that I didn't pay. Like, man, I haven't been paying for parking for like 2 years, and I got a $37 ticket. This is definitely a lot less than what I owe from all those days. They don't tow your car. They just give you a $37 ticket. So there's a little trick for you all. Park wherever you want, as long as you're able to park there, right? Don't park illegally. Don't pay for parking, and just gamble. By the time you do get a ticket, it's a lot less to get a ticket than it is to pay. And if you do ever unsuccessfully find a parking spot, I always do. Because whenever I drive around Brickell, I believe in myself. I have the enthusiasm to know that I will find a place to park. I'm just like, I know it's somewhere out there. The universe, if you believe in the universe and all its wonders, the universe will give you a parking spot in Brickell. Just drive around and believe. And then voila, there it is right there. Just tight enough for me to fit my Honda Civic behind this thing. All right? But if you can't find one, you can always go to the parking lot right in front of the Red Bar. Right? You know that parking spot? You just go in there. I think it's like $15 for 3 hours. And that's it. You're all set. You also got all those people, outside waving their flags, letting you know that they work for some guy that owns a parking spot. There's some parking areas in Brickell that are owned privately, and they only are in business for you to park there, right? There's like parking areas, like this is a whole parking lot. Like whoever bought this was a genius. It's like, all right, this is a public parking area. Let me buy this entire land and just hire someone to stand outside. And it's just like, what a wonderful business move. You could inflate the price all you want, you know? And that's what they do. On off nights to park in those parking lots, it's like $5, $10. On an on night, you know, it's the weekend, it's Memorial Day, it's whatever, it's $30. It's like, hey, yeah, how much is it to park here? Look, man, it's a long weekend, so we're going to do 30 tonight. It was 10 last week. Martin Luther King, bro. This is his dream. I have a dream to overinflate parking prices when you celebrate my holiday. Vike says, great idea, sugar daddy parking. JJ's on the chat. By the way, JJ's going to be our host for tonight's show. What up, JJ? You just jinxed yourself for tonight. If I do get a ticket for tonight, it makes up for 2019 up until today. All right, 2022, it'll be 3 years since I've been in. Hey, Shady. I see you, Shady. Thank you, Shady, once again, buying a badge during the show, contributing to my financial freedom. If you guys want to support the podcast, buy a badge, buy a shirt, MiamiComedy.com/shop. Subscribe to the podcast, MiamiComedy.com/podcast. There you go. Thank you, Shady. Eric Rover, welcome to the chat. We're here talking about what we like and dislike about Brickell. Brickell just has a brand new fancy joint. It's called Sexy Fish. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it looks like the place where you can hit a lick with anyone that walks out. Oh, Sexy Fish. Have you guys seen this place? I saw it from the outside. I've been watching oh, that's one thing I dislike, all the construction that's happening in Brickell. It's like they can't get enough high rises. All right, we finished one high rise. Build another one. Build another high rise. I don't even think there's any privacy in Brickell with how many high rises they have there. You know what I mean? Like everybody in Brickell can just look across the street and just see somebody else's balcony. You know what I mean? And there's people that have sex in those balconies, man, from what I hear. You know, it's like, you want to go out, baby? You know, give you some back shots while you look out into the skyline. You know somebody's out there with, like, you know, those high zoom cameras just recording the whole thing. I don't know. It's crazy, man. The privacy issues in Brickell, they're pretty intense, but people don't care, man. They do whatever they want on those balconies. Remember during the pandemic, someone just rolled out one speaker and then they started playing music really loud and then it became a party? Weird. Is that what you're gonna play Tiesto on your big speaker and then everybody's in on it, turning on and off their lights? Brickell culture. You know what I mean? Bike says, avoid the Blue Martini Bros. Sausage parties. Ooh, no wonder they had the best ladies' night in Brickell. They got a counterbalance, according to Vikes' theory. Ladies' nights really attract more men than they do ladies. Right? It's almost like, all right, ladies drink free. 10 ladies show up, but 50 guys are there. And you're just like, I thought this was ladies' night. And you know what's really upsetting? We need a guys' night. Let me be the first to propose us gentlemen that are respectable, that have, you know, respectable, honorable tendencies, who live life, who are masculine by nature and are proud of it, who are doing well for themselves and those around them. Let's all get together and do a gentleman's night out. All right? Half off old fashions, free cigars, if you're into that. And then ladies got to pay $20 to get in. But we can't have the weirdos. You know what I'm saying? We can only have high-end men attending these events. All right? So, you know, a man walks in. He's like, oh, yeah, okay, here comes my girlfriend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Excuse me, ma'am. That'll be $20. What do you mean I got to pay $20? There's gentlemen in there, so they're going to be buying you drinks all night long. And we will, because we're gentlemen, okay? It's a win-win. Ladies, just cough up $20 because you're about to walk into a room full of gentlemen. Why wouldn't you pay $20? Why can't there be a gentleman's night out? I'll tell you why. Because you guys keep sending those D pics at 3 a.m. and you're ruining our name. I can't stand it. That's what strip clubs are for. That's not very gentleman-like. Although they try to be slick and call it gentlemen's nightclubs. No. Gentlemen do not go to a strip club. All right? Gentlemen sit around a table with other gentlemen and talk ethics and morals. All right? We're Stoics. We're philosophers. We talk business. We don't got time to look at boobs. We don't got time for that. We got to make moves. Say no to boobs. Go out and make moves. That's the gentleman's way. As a matter of fact, I should make that a slogan. The gentleman's way. No to boobs, yes to moves. Steph says no one will go for it. You know what, Steph? You're such a hater. You know what I mean? You really are raining down on my parade. Mike says, how they can get a girlfriend and wife. That's what we discussed. That's what's discussed. How do I get a high-end woman in my life? None of these women that are looking for sugar daddies and are proud of it. Right? Out there, these ladies banging old guys and they're proud. Yeah, I got my bag secured. Us gentlemen out here discussing how to find our wives. You know, Miami is a very intricate place, especially the Brickell area. How can I find the love of my life in this area? I refuse to move. I refuse to move away from Brickell. I know the love of my life is somewhere out there, being respectable. Oh, man. Rent's due. Hey, it happens, man. You know, I ain't mad. All right, I'm just messing with everybody, okay? It's just the way it is, man. This is the culture that we're brought up in Miami. This is just how it works, you know? Us guys, we got to do the extra thing, you know? It's difficult to be a guy, especially in Miami. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't talk about this, but it's very expensive here, you know? And us guys, we got to go out and we got to make money. And we can't use our bodies because there's other guys out there ruining it for us because they're sending it out at 3 a.m. in DMs and texts with people they hardly even know. So then it gives us all a bad time, you know? Then we can't find a sugar mama to take care of us because she probably has a couple of DMs that she could answer to whenever she wants, right? She's got her options. So then, you know, respectable men, you got to go out and get the salary. Somebody start a gentleman's night out, please. I would go just to support. How about the sugar mamas? I hate massaging bunions. Jesus, Fikes. So detailed. What? Oh, man. I've dated a cougar. Good people. She was actually very wealthy. And she lives in Brickell, ironically enough. But here's the thing. She had another boyfriend while she was seeing me, so it was kind of like one of those weird triangle things. But she was loaded. So was her boyfriend. Weird. A lot of, probably in Brickell, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are into like swinging there. What is it about wealthy people that always end up swinging? Why is that such an important thing? You know? Like I once been invited to Miami Velvet. And according to them, from what they were like, hey, you want to go to Miami Velvet with us? And it was a guy I knew, and he was married to a girl. And I go, what's that? And this was years ago, okay, when I was naive. Like, what's Miami Velvet? It's like, oh, that's where couples go to hook up with others. Bored. What does that mean? Gonzi Martin, VJK. So he's explaining to me that when you go to Miami Velvet, there's these rooms where people go in and they just bang each other's spouses. I'm like, wait a second. So it's a dimly lit room. And there's strobe lights. And people are just banging each other? It's like, yeah. And I go, why would anyone go to that? Sounds like a haunted house with people having sex. You know what I mean? You just open a door, you see some guy banging someone's wife. You're like, oh my God. No, come in. You guys know the Hollywood, no, not the Hollywood, the Halloween, the 24/7 the 365 Halloween place up in Wynwood. What's it called? Pandemonium or something like that, where it's like you go in, it's like a haunted house. That's how I picture Miami Velvet, the swing club. It's a haunted house where people are banging each other's wives. You just open a door. It's just a different scenario, right? Oh. Oh, I see what you mean, Vikes. I thought you were like, all right, I'm bored. Yeah, I guess so. Swingers are bored. And so what they do is they try to, but why find excitement like that? If you're so bored, why don't you, like, I don't know, get one of those tickets on Blue Origin to go to space? You know what I mean? Like, why? There's so many ways to entertain oneself. Why would you ever resort to be like, you know what I feel like? I feel like, Mary, I want to see you get banged by somebody. You know, just keep it exciting. Go mountain climbing. You know? Pick up arts and crafts. Get into a hobby. What kind of quick hit is that where it's like, hey, you know, I'm going to see my wife getting plowed by a stranger. That'll bring us back to life. What up, Milena? Welcome back. Because all the chickens and roosters are taken in Hialeah. Oh, I don't know what you mean by that. All right, let's wind it down. So, the reason I wanted to talk about what you like and dislike about the Brickell area is, and I got a couple of good ideas, by the way. So thank you, everybody out there, for it's cheaper than cheating and divorce. Yeah, you can clearly find someone that will bang your wife, and they probably won't want any money for it. Won't want any money for it. It's like, hey, how much? Sam, come here. Let me talk to you. How much is it for you to bang my wife? I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? He's like, no, I'm serious. Like, would you bang my wife? It's like, if you want to be honest, yeah. Yeah, I totally bang your wife. It's like, okay, great. And how much would that be? It's like, dude, I'll bang your wife for free. You know? Okay, great. But what if I'm in the room? Whoa! Why do you got to be in the room, man? That's the drawback of the swingers. The husband's got to be in the room. No, I don't want you there. You're just staring at me in the corner. Are you recording me? Oh, no. I got my whole life ahead of me. All right, this has been the Miami Comedy Podcast, everybody. All right, so what am I working on? Okay, let me go ahead and just explain why I'm asking what we like and dislike about Brickell. I'm enrolled in a couple of classes for YouTube. I'll throw in free parking and 2 margaritas. It's a deal. All right, so I am enrolled in a YouTube class, and this class is about how to create and edit videos. And I am trying to get this YouTube channel going for Miami Comedy, and this has been something I've been trying to do for years already. So what I would like to do is I would like to document areas of Miami in a funny way, right? But the thing is, I'm trying to make it entertaining and informative at the same time. And so if I get like high-end equipment and I start walking around the Miami area, how do I capture what it is that I'm trying to get from that particular area? So if I get ideas, right, like how we just did right now, like what are the good things and what are the bad things about a particular area, I can then look for those things when I go out and actually start filming the area. I'll be like, okay, there's a young guy with an older woman right there. That's the sugar mama. That's the cougar, right? And you go up and you ask them, like, hey, are you guys dating? Is this your son? You know, and I try to like do that kind of thing. And I can also do like another segment where I record maybe like a construction worker building a high rise somewhere in the area, something like that, right? So then now, since you guys helped me define it, I can go out and actually look for it and capture it a lot better than I would have without. So I want to thank everybody on the chat. What up, Curly Tempo? A little late, Curly Tempo. All right, 6 to 6:30-ish. Okay. All right, so that is it. Where the Cougars at? All right, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning into the Miami Comedy Podcast. We're going to try to go live again tomorrow, and then maybe we can drill down a little bit more about some of these things. Maybe we'll talk about public transportation, or if you got any ideas, just send me a DM, let me know. So if you guys want to support the podcast, go to miamicomedy.com/podcast, subscribe, buy a badge, get a shirt, or attend a show, which, by the way, tonight we will be at the Dom's in Brickell. So if you're looking for a place to grab a drink and have a laugh, Dom's Brickell tonight, 9 o'clock. And then we are back for our next show. No shows Wednesday or Thursday this week, but we're back on Friday at Thank You Miami, and then Sunday at Tipsy Flamingo. Go to miamicomedy.com to see our events calendar, and I hope to see you guys at a show real soon. Have a great night, everybody.